Hello, and welcome to the One to One Diet with Helena Barnes. Well, thank you for clicking on my profile and welcome to my page. Now, I understand what you're going through. I know, the hardest thing is actually making a decision to lose weight. In fact, it's probably harder than losing the weight itself. You've probably really screwed up your carriage. You've been putting it off for weeks, months, maybe even years. And you've just got to that point where you just can't take any more and you're ready to do anything, do whatever it takes for you to lose that weight and be happy again and feel more like yourself again, more like you've got a life worth living and you're not just dragging all this extra weight around with you all the time. So, why pick me as your consultant? Well, I offer a friendly, non judgmental service. I'm never going to think badly of you because you've put weight on or anything like that. And, please feel free to tell me anything. I'm not going to judge you. It's not going to be, talking to your teacher at school or anything like that at all. But I have a wicked sense of humour and a fun approach. So you'll always be having a giggle and a laugh about things, and that will help to make things easier too. I'm always available. No question is too silly to ask. Asking questions means you're taking an interest, you're engaged, and don't feel that you can't ask me something because you think it's going to make you feel like an idiot. I won't. So please feel free to ask me anything. That's what I'm here for. So free consultations, you can have those virtually over Zoom, or we can do it face to face. Whatever you're most comfortable with, we can do. So I can also deliver products to you. I can leave them on my doorstep for you to pick up, or I can have them delivered to you if you live further away. I can be your consultant no matter where in the UK you live. I can do it all virtually and deliver the products to you. So don't feel that you have to live in Thatcham or Newbury where I'm based. You can be based anywhere, and still use me as your consultant. So um, yeah, you'll get a free starter pack which will contain everything you'll need to get yourselves going and to refer to. We've got this handy little step booklet which will become your Bible, and it lists everything you need to know. Here we are. So you'll get one of these. You'll get a magazine and some more information points as well to help you refer back to if you need to. And on your first visit, we'll use this handy bit of tape. Now, notice that it's got no numbers on it, so we're not going to be actually measuring you at this point. So don't be worried thinking, oh God, what's the number going to be? Because that's not the point of this exercise. But we will be putting it around your waist, and we'll snip it where the two ends meet, and you keep it. And then after you've been with me for, let's see, maybe a month, put it back round your waist. And what we're interested in is the gap between the tape measure and your now waist, because that's another indication of how much weight you've lost. Sometimes, the scales is just a number. Sometimes you need a more visual indication that you're losing weight. And to be able to look at this gap between your disappearing tummy and the tape is amazing. I mean, it's just great. So that's another thing that we will do to sort of help you. And there are loads of non-scale victories. You know, you see your collarbone for the first time. You can touch your toes without bending. You can get off the floor from playing with your children or grandchildren that much more easily. You can go up and down stairs without getting out of breath. Go for a walk and it's not a big deal. It's not, oh, do I have to? It's yeah, okay, well, just pop to the shops and you walk. And you start about walking your children to school rather than bundling them to the car every day. Because really, the diet isn't just about losing weight. That's not where it stops. You'll then maintain with me and you'll learn how to live a more healthy lifestyle. And you'll be able to maintain your weight for the rest of your life and reap all the health benefits that are associated with losing weight. So that's what the diet really leads you up to. It's about making more healthy choices in what you eat, watching your portion sizes, And a great cheat with this is serve your food on a smaller plate, yeah, so it looks bigger. It's lots of easy little tricks like that to do to help you along the way. So, what is this diet all about? This one-to-one diet. I mean, what is it? What have I let myself in for? Well, the one-to-one is between you and me. That's me giving you my one-to-one support. But it's actually made up of 6 steps. Now, this will be commonly referred to as the plan. Okay, so anyone's on the diet, they'll always say, "Oh, I'm on plan," or "I've fallen off plan" if they've had a bad day. So these 6 steps give you all the choices that you need to decide where you want to start your diet. You don't start at step 1 and work your way up. You can start at step 3 and go down a step, back up a step. It's all geared to suit your lifestyle and what you want. So the biggest difference is whether you want to decide whether you want to have a diet that's solely products or whether you want to start incorporating some conventional food straight away. And that really depends on you and your weight and your lifestyle and what you want to do. You know, some people say, right, I just want products because I know the minute I've eaten something else, I've got it wrong and I've messed up. And they know that that keeps them on the straight and narrow. The only things they have to eat are products. Or you might be the sort of person that goes, oh, you know what, I couldn't just solely live on products. I really do need some proper food in there somewhere. And that's fine, you know, we've got lots of recipes you can follow. So you get your calories right and your protein amounts right. It's really easy. So that's another choice you can make. And I'll always help you with your meals, and you can always send me pictures to see how you're getting on and whether you're doing it right. And the easiest way to know if you're doing it right is to follow one of our recipes. And they always say what steps they're suitable for. So you'll always know whether you're getting it right. If you follow the recipe, then you know you've got the meal that you should be having, which is great. Okay, so the products themselves, you're probably going to think, and you've probably heard, oh yeah, diet, well, it's all just going to be shakes. Actually, no. You know what, guys? No, no, and no. We've got so much choice going on here. There's porridges to start your day off with. Yes, we have got shakes, but there's smoothies, there's bars, there's proper savoury meals, soups, and they're all really scrummy. There's lots of chocolate involved for you people that are thinking, oh God, I cannot live without chocolate. They're there. Chocolate shakes, mint choc shakes, chocolate bars, you name it, we've got it. So there's a whole range of flavours and products, and they're always changing, yeah? So there's always going to be something that you can find that you're going to like. And if you're busy, we've got a shake and go range, which does what it says on the packet. Yeah, you just literally shake it and drink it. I mean, how easy is that? You can take that out with you, like the bars you can take out with you. So you've always got something in your bag in case you're overrunning and you're out and it's lunchtime and you're like, oh, what do I have for lunch? If you've got a bar in your pocket, you're sorted, aren't you? You can have that. You know you're still on plan. You know you've done the right thing. Tastes good. It's good for you. You've got, each product is a third of your daily nutrient allowance. It's got all the vitamins and the minerals in there you need. So, take a bar with you and you're sorted. You've got nothing. And a bottle of water, of course, which brings me on to my next point. Water is so, so, so important on this diet. Drink to shrink, yeah? It really works. And because a lot of our food is dried food, you need more water. And a lot of food contains water. So if you're not eating conventional food or as much conventional food as you're used to, you're not actually getting as much liquid either. So 2.5 litres is the minimum that we recommend that you drink. But you can have it hot, you can have fizzy, you can add some of our lovely water flavourings to it if that helps. Get a bottle with the amount, how big the bottle's on, so you know how much that holds. You know how many bottles a day you need to drink to reach your goal. And once you get into it, just carry the bottle around with you all day. It's really easy, and it's really helpful to being on the diet. That's another thing. So how much does it cost? Yeah. I mean, that's one of the most important factors, isn't it? Can I afford to do this super wonderful diet? I bet it's going to be so expensive because it sounds so good. It's going to have to be cost more than I can afford. But no, 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 no. It costs as much as a fancy coffee does at a coffee shop, and you get a whole meal for that, not just a drink. And think about how much money you're going to be saving because you're not going to be buying takeaways. There's no alcohol on plan, so how much money that would be spent on wine and beer, you're saving that as well. On your cakes and your sweets, that's all going to be saved because you're not going to be buying it anymore. So that all adds up. And really, health is wealth. How much money can you put on your health? It's priceless. So it's not going to cost too much because at the end of the day, you're going to come out of this a completely different person, completely transformed and raring to go. And you can't put a price on that. So, and if you use the weight more quickly with us, then it's not going to cost so much because you're not going to be actually on the diet for as long. So it's definitely well worth the money and it isn't that expensive. So, what happens at a consultation now? How does that all work? So, initially, we'll just have a little chat, find out a bit more about you, make sure that you're suitable to go on diet, and most people are, but we just have to check these things. One to one, we really put your health first, and there's a team of health professionals that work for the one to one that we actually can ask questions of and send forms to make sure that we're giving you the correct advice if you're on any medication. So after we've had our little chat, I then need to fill in a form with all your personal details. And you'll also have a chance to check over a privacy notice about how I will use your data. And then there will be questions on your medication, if you are taking anything, what you're taking, how much of it you're taking. And we plug all this information into a form. And at the end of it, it will give me the lowest step that you can start on. Remember, I talked about the 6 steps. Now, that's not the step you have to start on. That's just making sure that I actually give you enough calories. It's no good putting somebody that works on a building site that has a very physical job on 600 calories a day because they're just going to keel over. It's just not going to be enough for them. So just to make sure that we actually don't put you on too low a step, that also helps with that. And any other information that you want to give me that you might feel helpful, we can also put that on the form for you. So I hope that's answered all your questions. I hope you've found that useful. If you would like to know more about it, then please get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Bye.